Welcome. Incredible things are happening. We're shifting. It's 2020. Wow. I feel it. And these readings have been lit. We're going to be having a reading with messages from the moon and the sun today, as well as the child. Hold on, guys. My biscuit boo. And then divine masculine and divine feminine, those messages from the moon, we're going to put that all together. We're going to decode it. Let's see what's happening right now. Let's start with La Luna and get our message from her. Solar eclipse, revolution, we know that. The sun and moon in opposition, but directly in alignment. And this is change. This is change. This is connected to manifesting. And this is even change of self. Transformation that allows change of self. And these are grand changes. These are just grand changes that really shape shift our lives. This is the card of shape shifting, evolution and revolution. And I love that it's a number 44. And this is the masculine and feminine meeting up. Two of Wands. You know, when I was just waiting for the fire element to make its presence, I was thinking to myself this morning, because I was checking out the readings to divine masculine and divine feminine, and I was seeing that we have water and air, and right now we're using the Capricorn earth energy to ground things, but it would be really cool if fire would make its presence known. And even though we're still using that energy of Sagittarius, I see connection to sun and moon as we continue on our spiritual quest in order to use the wands for expansion in a healthy way. Yeah, because then we have the Fool, the first house, the body, and that's really understanding we're more than the body. We're also spirit, but this is also the new beginning, the Fool. And Mercury retrograde, it's all about reinvention. This is when we reinvent ourselves. I do believe that's the Ace of Swords. That's the clarity. And it's connected to the lunar eclipse, the change. And here it is for the big finale. We need that earth element present. Now we have all the signs helping with this transformation, and that's what's happening. That's how we're expanding to build the golden ages. So we have all signs. And right now, this is how we are connecting. We're connecting and pulling together the two tetrahedrons of fire and earth. And that's father and daughter energy. And the feminine is pulling together mother and son energy. That's key. That's key to our shift. And that's how we're expanding and healing and creating new templates. And it's through the lunar eclipse change. This is allowing change. This is, once again, too, this is grand change. And we know, confirmation right there, crystals are jumping around. We have got the lunar eclipse in Cancer. And we started off with the solar eclipse in Capricorn. This is the Two of Swords. So now we're creating peace. So, you know, we know the gifts of Mercury retrograde. It's things are thrown into our face in order to see what we need to see to actively, consciously create with new patterns. Or we need to see something again from a new level, from a different perspective, and then it gives us, it's all a chance to create with new patterning, and it's to do with peace, and it's connected to the moon, because that's what we're doing. With the moon is helping us to create our authentic tune and create peace. And it's connected to the fire element, and this is also the Two of Wands. So now we have two, I love when I mix things. We have two cards combining, and they're both connected to the Two of Wands in the tarot. We need this fire energy. There are changes coming, new movement. Look for them to be quick. The element of fire in astrology is all about beginnings, our passions, and how fast we get our energy moving. It speaks to how rapidly we react and how long it takes us to accomplish what we set out to do. Fire is burning, determination. Fire scorches away impurities, clearing a landscape for new growth and leaving an area healthier and stronger. The signs Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius fall under the influence of fire. When the fire element card is involved, expect changes to be dramatic in an unforgettable way. A situation is about to be transformed through a wake-up call or a personal epiphany. And that's what's happening. And now we're going to ground it, because we need all signs. We need earth, air, water, and fire. And now we have them, because we know that we're expanding with all elements right now. Every moment and every event of every man's life on earth plants something in his soul. Stability. Now is the time to draw upon your strength. Think of yourself as solid and sure as a rooted tree. You are firm. Nothing can knock you out of your spot. Earth is the element of the signs Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. These are the signs that keep us centered, but more fastened to the ground. Our spirits become stable and our souls deepen under the influence of the earth. The earth element reminds us that we are engaged in the five senses. Our dreams become manifest in what is real, not what is imagined. Earth is the element of practicality and wisdom. And it's all about what's solid in our lives. And we don't rush things with the earth element. It's about patience. Slow and steady wins the race, because we're being stable. We're also being responsible. We're accepting. This is also connected to the body. And we have the body right here at the first house. So there's another connection. Thank you, La Luna. Thank you for these beautiful messages. And this is the Ace of Pentacles in the tarot. That's its connection. We understand we are transforming with our bodies, and it's to get them into optimal health, to create these holistic healing environments from within to without. And they allow connection, and they also allow the burning away of what's lower vibrational and change, and to learn how to deal with that. And when they say react, it's respond with the energy of the High Priestess, to slow down time. And we're not reacting lower vibrational, because then we're feeling lower vibrational. We're connected to that energy. We're slowing down, and we are seeing the generous charge, the positive charge within the moment, understanding everything is an experience to expand with, letting higher self lead the way, and learning meditation. When you learn meditation, your life actually literally changes, and we're going to get into an episode directly on meditation. We've time shifted. Let's get the rest of our messages now. We're going to see how we are expanding with the sun, as well as our message from the child and what's being revealed. Now, on the bottom of the deck here, we've got the 9th house, faith. And the 9th house has a message for us in it. And look at that, Aquarius, I know. And this is what we are creating the future from, the energy we are using to create the future with. This card speaks about reinventing oneself in order to experience the future. And we're having faith to do so. This is the Star, and this is the Three of Wands. And we know we have the Two of Wands here twice, with solar eclipse revolution and the fire element desire. Now we have the Three of Wands, the Three of Fire. And what we're manifesting is our futures. Now the reason we've time shifted is because I got up to switch the music because it was starting to sound like a rave. And in doing so, when I sat back down, I forgot to press record and the whole ending of the reading was gone. But that's because we were supposed to time shift and be here today and be present. The ninth house, faith. We travel, some of us forever, to seek other states, other lives, and other souls. Destiny, fate, and karma all come into play as you view what God may or may not be. It is the house of knowledge, higher learning, lawyers, doctors, and astrologers. It is most definitely of the higher mind and our need to unite with something greater. In this way, the ninth house represents, churches, schools, ones that are old, especially established and scholarly. This is all about communication and writing, representing influences through the written word. Also representing esoteric matters like psychic fairs, the new age, counterculture gatherings, or places where offbeat people gather together for some visionary cause, representing the relevance of obtaining psychic information. And that's everything we're going to be needing when we're working with building the future. Because we're going to start with our school systems, our churches. We're going to build new school systems. We're going to build new places where we meet in order to gather and expand with spirit. Because it's out with a lot of these old structures and templates and in with the new, and allowing that to evolve. And we have been activated in order to evolve and create these spaces and places through us, with us. And that's where we have to start saying, so many of us are waiting for these great mountains to move, but we're not waiting for great mountains to move. We are doing the work in order to transform our universes from within to without. Because we are creating the new templates. And you know what? It can start as simple as in your home environment, and then expanding it to without. And then we're meeting people within our soul tribes, within our communities, and we're being put in play in the places we need to be in order to build these new structures and templates and expand. We need to have faith, we need to have trust, because the ninth house is all about mixing yin and yang, the right and left brain. Take hold, inevitable change. And this is the message from the sun. This is how we're expanding. This is working with the masculine and feminine energies, the circle and the square. And now we have connected the tetrahedrons and we have our Merkaba in working order. This is the creation of holistic health, these environments. And we're creating with all the shapes, all the elements, from the earth star to the soul star. And we also have spirit, ether. We've connected to the light. We're expanding with our light. We're the phoenix rising from the ashes. And it's connected to the hexahedron, laying our foundations. And look at this. We've connected the two tetrahedrons and created joy and happiness. We're pulling things all together. We're ending separateness. We're becoming more multidimensional because we're reflecting that. Because we're creating it. And right now, we can be using the ancient healing frequency of 285 hertz to help us with this transformation. It's to achieve optimal health and well-being. This is a universal frequency. We can also use the frequency of 963 hertz, the true state of being. And this is to help us get to our truth, authentic tune, to see what's hidden that's coming to light. And it's connected to the inner child and the freeing of the inner child. And I want you to see here, within the box that we're laying foundations, and we're creating here with the masculine energy, there's the hexahedron, the square. The two tetrahedrons are already put together. We free the inner child from the cosmic egg, and we know we've been in the cosmic egg and we're breaking free. And what we're breaking free is the inner child and love, true self, authentic tune, because we're creating joy and happiness. And we're going to ground it and anchor it here. We need to stay grounded. That's what we need this earth energy for. We have the fire to keep us passionate and our desires and the God spark, and burn away what we need to burn away, create what we need to create. We have the earth energies here now, and that's in order to materialize and use the elements in order to ground and achieve our transformation, achieve our visions, what we set out to do. And this is a spiral. This is the spiral. We once again have the circles connected to the squares, and the Fibonacci sequence is the key. And it's connected to the dodecahedron, the all-seeing and knowing, and this is spirit. And the dodecahedron, it's connected to the stars. And how the stars were laid out and created here. It's the all-seeing and all-knowing. We're going to leave the cocoon stage, because what this is all achieving is we're going to expand with our knowledge that we've seen within the dark. We're going to apply the new patterning to our lives. And what that will do is, because we've connected to the all-seeing and the all-knowing, the patterns of the universe, we're going to connect to the all, and we're going to achieve fulfillment. And not only now are we expanding with the grid of consciousness, we're being part of the creation of it, which is part of our mission, what we set out here to do. And it's from taking hold to the inevitable change, allowing the inevitable change. You can see the Merkaba here. Body, mind, soul, masculine, feminine, child, us, the heavens, and the earth are all connected. And now that's been activated within our third eye. And it's connected to the great change, the revolution. And the great change and the revolution is connected to the ninth house and faith. And rewriting history around here. We're rewriting things and we're setting them right with our authentic tune, because we know we have not been told the truth. But we are flowering and blossoming in order to find that out. And our body is safe and loved with 174 hertz. And we connect to our wisdom and gain greater insight. And this is what the sun is allowing us to do. It's in alignment with the moon, allowing us to connect to our greater wisdom and expand with it. And this is for the frequency here of the body and healing with the body and helping us to create those new patterns of holistic health. Inevitable change. I am able to build from foundations in my life while remaining balanced and harmonized in my everyday life. Take Hold is here to take you on the ride of a lifetime. It offers you an opportunity to reach out and helps you anchor your dreams, desires, and aspirations while keeping you grounded and secured firmly in this wonderful and precious world. Our potential to live to the fullest is when you realize what it is you want to bring to fruition. Find your creative spark within and put all of your love into it. Become aware of any blockages and dissolve them with love and intention. It is time to let go of what may be holding you back and to choose the path of change. Change isn't always easy, but when created, it is powerful and rewarding. And we know that's the message of the solar eclipse. It's the great change. Sacred geometry. The phoenix is a mythical bird, a fire spirit. With a colorful plumage and a tail of gold and scarlet, it has the ability to consciously consume itself in flames when it knows death is imminent, and then rise again from those very same ashes. As the phoenix rises from the ashes, it takes hold of the essence of its whole being, bringing through with it the remains of his past. That is key. That is key in this transformation, because we're creating from the past. We're shifting from the past. That's what this spiral is showing us. The shift from the past to the present and the future of what we're creating. The ending to have our new beginning, but we know we're birthing from the past. The phoenix is a representation of our being. We all have a path to follow once we choose to walk the earth's plane, but the method we use to get to where we're supposed to be going is a matter of choice. We can choose to walk a path of light, understanding, and growth, or to go down a path that is dreary and dark and one that contains addiction and destruction. The platonic solid of the cube or hexahedron is a symbol of our self being firmly grounded and anchored to the earth's plane, while the dodecahedron is our connection to spirit and the all. This creates a balance of energies and harmonies as we reach for our goal. And the animal medicine of this card is the phoenix, but we know we have the dodecahedron. We are connecting these two shapes, the hexagon and the dodecahedron. This is the Earth star and the Soul star, and this is what creates the energies of Metatron's cube and all the other platonic solids and elements in between. And that's what we're pulling through and connecting. And we're building with them, and we're shape-shifting. And that's that vector equilibrium where we are equal within to without. That's expanding with the Fibonacci sequence and phi, the golden ratio. Well, have a good reading on that one. I think I should link down below. Now, I think this is important information because we know we're connecting to the dodecahedron in order to create fulfillment. All seeing and knowing, I am open to receiving divine wisdom. This is about feeling spiritually stuck. You feel as though your connection to spirit is lost and you aren't receiving messages in any avenue of clairvoyance, clairsentience, clairaudience, or claircognizance. It is time to rebalance and recalibrate and find the reason why you are experiencing a block in this area. It may be a number of reasons, whether it be physical, mental, or emotional. Whatever the reason, do not fear receiving the divine wisdom that can be accessed if you are open to experiencing heavenly connections. Now it's time to connect to the heavens, connect to the light, connect to our starseed homes. The dodecahedron has 12 faces and works with the element of ether or spirit. It corresponds to the third eye and crown chakras. The dodecahedron is considered the most sacred of the platonic solids. Plato saw this shape as that which was used by God for arranging the constellations. It was highly revered of all the platonics. It was the one shape that couldn't be spoken of. This shape is also connected to our DNA, the patterning of our DNA. In 2 dimensions, the dodecahedron represents the pentagram. The pentagram is a highly revered symbol in the occult and is used in magic. It is also known as the ultimate symbol of phi. The phi ratio, because where two lines intersect, you get the Fibonacci numbers. So you get the Fibonacci numbers, and you can use this shape and meditate with it. It will help within meditation. Now we know we are freeing this lovely child, because the child is connected, naturally connected to the masculine and feminine energies from birth. Let's get our message from the child. Look at that. King of Swords. We're becoming analytical, and this is activating. This is activating our true tune. We are creating with our patterns the seed of life, and it's connected to where we're going. Our 10 of discs, new earth, what we're creating, our legacy, all this new patterning that's creating this beautiful environment that we all want to be a part of, we all want to connect to, because we've created the connections. And we're doing that in the energy of the Aeon. We're advancing here. This is us actually expanding. You can see now we have our Merkaba, our connections made, and it's in working order. It's counter rotating, and everything's connected. We've created holistic healing and health. Our DNA is activating new patterns. We expand, and look, you can see this is the Phoenix right there. We're no longer regressing, we're advancing. And it's from the devil energies, from addiction. We move away from addiction. The devil energy is codependency. This is what we're expanding from with the gifts of Capricorn. And we're having that ambition, or we're having passion. And that's creating ambition in order to transform and create anew, to create this space. We're going from this space to this. That's what we're creating. And we know when we walk over the bridge, that's the 10 of Cups. And we're creating stability. This is solar plexus healing. Where do we get our personal power from? How are we going to harvest? Are we getting our personal power from the devil energies? Or are we getting our personal power from the light? Because then we've healed our solar plexus and we have victory. We have victory from the darkness, and we're creating from our heart. We're expanding with our heart. We're acting with our heart. Our heart's been activated. And that's what has activated healing. And it's restored faith. There's the energy of the star. And now we're grounding the heavens to the earth. We're creating the future from the past in the present. Wow. I want to thank you guys for joining me here. This has been a true blessing. What's hidden is coming to light. The Spirit Whisperer, divine guidance, higher knowledge, and look at that owl. We know all about owl wisdom over here. We're connecting to higher self. There's the butterfly from the feminine reading and the owl from the masculine. So we know we had butterfly soul and owl wisdom. And they're coming together, and something is being spoken from her mouth. A bubble is coming out. There's a connection between the masculine and feminine with spirit and the divine, and something's coming together within the void. And it's in the 5D, something is being activated. And we're going to find out when we talk about this on our next reading and we break down this and decipher the code. I'll see you there, guys. Take care. Much love and healing vibes sent your way to create with today. These two cards are connected. Something that's hidden is coming to light here because we're seeing something, because we've made the connections. We've broken the disconnect. Let's just see what it is. Something that's hidden. And there it is. Motion. The Chariot, look. The masculine and feminine coming together. Right here. Metatron's cube and all the shapes that we are creating with. This is shape-shifting. This is the key to the universe, the key to our transformations, the key to where we're going. It's motion. The Chariot. Metatron's cube.